Alright, now that that's done, I can get back to cleaning this house. If I remember correctly, I got a base of it done, I believe? I'll find out soon enough in a second, I guess. Okay, I did do a good shot. Well, right, I forgot about drawing the Among Us on the wall. Yeah, I forgot about that part. Yeah, I was tempting to do it here. I kind of just gave up. I realized I botched it, so I did it on the bigger canvas. So, how about them No, I'm not gonna talk about the tariffs. So I just saw the Discord, the CEO just stepped down and got replaced by an Activision Blizzard guy. So, likely chance Discord's fucked. Hey, it's good news for TeamSpeak, I guess. Business is booming for them. Stand up there. Discord gotta hit the fuck you threshold sooner or later. I thought they already kind of hit it. So hello, Irish. How are you doing today? I thought Discord already hit the. Yet everyone and their mother gives them money for nitrous. They can upload anything above a 1080p pic. It's not even a 1080p pic. It's like just any size of file size. See, like, say if you don't. I could understand maybe buying nitro for something if, like, say you use Discord so frequently, or you send enough memes constantly to people, and like you get any other subscription. You know what I mean? Plus, if it's like a one-off thing a year, it makes sense, you know? Not gonna be me? Well, yeah, obviously. Like, I know I have it because, like I said, I use Discord so often. And I send a lot of memes and stuff often. Like, I wouldn't buy a Spotify Premium or I wouldn't buy VR Chat Plus or anything like that because I don't use it. I know I wouldn't use it enough. Whereas, you know, I use Discord every day. So I saw people were like hyping up TeamSpeak again. So is TeamSpeak just like Discord Lite now or what? Because here's the thing. Sure, an alternative might pop up to Discord, and Discord might become the new Skype, where it became the mainstream thing to use, then it gets abandoned. Just Speaking of, I just realized my issue with TeamSpeak was just was trying to send anyone a photo or something like that. It was just fucking links every time. It's just constant links and stuff like that. Plus Discord's like, you know, TeamSpeak, you couldn't really message anyone. Like you could poke someone who's in a server currently, but you couldn't message them. That's what Skype was for. So you used a different program for it. Or you use Steam. Like you use Skype or Steam or any other messaging board. And then that got replaced by Discord because it could do both. So cut out the like middleman. I also didn't like TeamSpeak because you kind of had to pay for a server. And I was like 15, 16 at the time. Ain't no way I'm spending money on that shit. I don't have an income. Like maybe now I could afford maybe running a server like that. But back then, no. Not a chance. I don't have an income. The most money I got was like working a summer job. My purchases were far and from between. I got adopted by some bandits in Daisy and ended up in a TeamSpeak with a bunch of people. The only TeamSpeak I was in was like one run by a friend's brother, a friend of mine's friend who was like much older than the rest of us. And they had like a server for them and their CS/Dota group. So we just basically bummed off that thing. Where we just mooched off it. Can't remember a single one of them. So have you been playing the Oblivion thing then, Irish? How's it been so far for you if you have? I will say it is kind of funny seeing everyone playing Oblivion now. I walked so they could run. I'm just joking, but it's still funny just seeing everyone playing it now. It's got a bit of UE5 jank on top of Oblivion jank, but it feels pretty decent. How's performance then? I heard someone saying that you can apply Oblivion mods from the original game into it because it still uses the same code because it's just UE5 layered on top of Oblivion. So if that's the case, like I wonder if the fast leveling. So how is actually? Can you describe to me what's different with the leveling system? I know they said they changed it. You know, when's Squishy ever gonna invade my, like, lobby for Power Wash Sim? So leveling, you gain progress to a new level with any skills, not just major. Oh, so that means you're going to level. So that means you're going to level up extremely fast in this game in compared to like. So does that mean it's even harder to? Does that mean it's even harder than before? Like before, you could like level up all your minor skills so you could get the attributes, but now you can't even do that anymore. Oh shit! Does that mean it's actually more difficult? No, what I mean is it faster than that? Do the enemies still scale up every 5 levels? And does it still have the, if you don't min-max the attributes per thing, you don't get the full amount for level up? Or is that gone? Haven't got that far. I'll explain attributes. Is there a movie night this week? You get 12 virtues on leveling up. Think Fallout skill increases. You can increase 3 stats like Oblivion. So 4 and... Okay, so it's just a straight... they just made it Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3's leveling up system then. So there's like no pressure anymore. So that's still the same from base game Oblivion then, right? Like the 2006 edition. So be bust. So because it's soft increases all. Wait, it does. Luck increases. You're so what? Are you saying you should just, when starting a new character, just put all your points into luck? For the most part. Are the actual? Does it still take like 2 years to level up like skills like running and archery and stuff like that, or did they change how much you need? Because is the Arcane University method or the horse speeding method still the optimal strategy? Does RCV Live have to come back to make another efficient guide? Does the king need to return? So it's still all the same methods for grinding the skills in base original 2006 Oblivion is still the same. So the guide is still fucking necessary. Corn Man is still relevant to this day. Unmoving, unrelenting. Shadowmere will be punched again. I mean, that makes sense. So what, like daggers? Interesting. So there's no benefit for strength for any of those types of weapons anymore? You know, it's funny. I don't think I ever used blunt weapons once in the entirety of Oblivion in my playthrough. I think I only used daggers and swords. To be fair, it's still funny that the character creator is more akin to a Dark Souls one than an Oblivion or Elder Scrolls character creator. You know what I mean? It feels like the extreme body sliders mod that Germa made a joke about a couple years ago, well, back in like 2014 or 2015, whenever he made it. Rather than, you know what I mean? Also, I found out there's a food festival on at the weekend when I'm going seeing Revenge of the Sith. So that means, one, there's free public transport in during the day. So free way in, free way to get home. Also, that means I can just get food and just bring it home with me. Or just get food in there. Downside is I need to fucking carry cash now. God damn it. I'll get money out. Kinda, yeah, there's different, it'll have, like, different places, like, with different food, like, there's be, like, some local stuff, but there'll be a bunch of, like, random, like, stuff, like, I think last year there was a jerk chicken one, there was, like, a Kenyan-style food place, I think there's a few Taiwanese, Vietnamese ones as well, Indian, a bunch of other stuff. Feels limited at first, with a heavy bias towards making conventionally attractive characters. Okay. So yeah, I remember last year getting like the jerk chicken, it being so fucking spicy, but like it's a good kind of spice. Bosmers don't see it look like that's dumb. They should look as silly as they did back in 2006. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I got this jerk chicken last year. I'm not good with spice. Like I got it, and like it's like damn that's hot. But like I immediately it's like shit it's so good though, and then I just take another bite. It's like oh god I need more water, but it's so good, and I kept eating it. It was like a jerk chicken with some rice. And it was really nice. It was either last year or actually no, I might be mixing up. I don't think I went last year. Maybe. I know I went the year of I went to Vegas because I met my friend there. No, the jerk chicken was when was the year I went to Vegas. That was the one. That was the food festival that year. Yeah, no, cuz I was explaining to my friend about going to Vegas in like a couple months. If I could have done that Vegas trip over, I'd change something the way the way I spent it a little bit. For that, I mean, I would have done more. If I had known the COVID would not have impacted me as much as it did, or sorry, as little as it did, I would have probably went and saw more things in my time. Mind you, that one day where I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna sleep the entire day, was a very good choice. I think that just gave me boundless energy by doing it. Because up until then, I had been up, let's see, every night I'd been up to at least 2 or so a.m. and my body would just wake up at like 7 every morning on the dot. I'd wake up for everyone else. So I kind of needed that. My other thing is I would have brought the fucking jacket with me. I would have brought a jacket or a hoodie with me out to that fucking desert that night. 100%. And I wouldn't have eaten that beef jerky. It fucking tasted like blood in my mouth for like 2 hours after I ate it. It tasted weird. Gray can vouch for me. Also, it was still weird that alien truck stop, when I went to go find out what it was later on, the Area 51 like truck stop thing is like, oh, it's a diner, it's a gift shop thing. Turns out it was a fucking brothel too. I was like, what? How did I just was it just like just conveniently off screen to the side? I just missed the fucking that whole shebang. I was like, what? How does that? Why is that a thing? And why is it like 100, maybe 200 miles? No, 100 miles outside the fucking city limits. It was so wild. If I go to Vegas again, I'm definitely gonna try and do more Fallout New Vegas stuff. Like, I'm gonna try and go to Good Springs. I mean, I went to old Fremont Street. Went to Fremont Street, which is basically the old Vegas Strip, which is New Vegas. So I did do it, and I did go to Mr. House. I did go to the fucking tower, the Mr. House's like casino. I went up to the top of it, so I was there. I was there, Irish. I said, fuck you, Mr. House, and hit him with a golf club. I did go and explore some of the hotels. I did see the Bellagio. I did see Caesar's Palace. It was neat. If I go again, though, I'm just gonna say fuck it, and I'm just gonna spend like $300. I know it sounds like a waste, but I'll spend the $300, and I'm firing the fucking minigun. I don't care. I'm fucking spraying that shit. Minigun getting blast. And I'll record it too. I'll get someone to record me. It's like, haha, your gun goes pew pew, my goes like yeah, I fucking love that Soviet Womble clip with cyanide. There's a wood roof, huh? Alright, do I have anything for that? Oh, wood cleaner. Personally, I kind of want this whole, like, tariff business or just all this weird persecution shit gone. Because I am, like, sure, I've got my flight booked for New York, but I'm kind of, like, having my second thoughts about the whole thing. Because I've been seeing reports, people, like, in Dublin or other places like that getting, like, their phones searched for like anything like anti-Trump. So I'm probably going to, before my trip, get a USB drive and just throw all my like videos and images onto it. Like the only thing that will be left on my phone will be like pictures of my dog and Japanese Spider-Man. The essentials. The fact that some people contemplate advising getting a burner phone for the US now is kind of crazy. Land of the free speech, they say. So-called free speech when... It's really, really funny, honestly. Cause like I was ecstatic. I was super hyped for New York. I'm like, man, I get to go back to New York again. That's great. I get to explore the city, get to try different foods, get to do all this stuff. I'm super excited for this. I get to go to a convention that's not like TwitchCon. I get to go to like an anime convention. I've never actually been to an anime convention before. The closest was like Comic-Con, but that's like mostly comic stuff like that. It's kind of like just, it's not specified. Like anime convention, that's new. Because they don't really get those here. Especially in a major US city. Like that, this is going to be awesome. Like, I'll get to see cool cosplays. Be an anime character, superhero, stuff like that. I'll get to see some real cool shit. Hell, I'm hoping, like as it stands, I'm still currently going. I'm nervous about it, but I'm still currently going unless something worse comes up in the next like 2 or 3 months. Because it's also the same week as my birthday. In fact, I'm leaving the literal day after my birthday. So I'll probably do like one last stream before New York, and then I'll call the honestly. So what I'm probably do is my last day, like on the 19th, my birthday, I'll do a chill little birthday stream. We'll chat, we'll talk, and then the next day we'll go to I'll be in New York. Be there for a week. I'll like take a lot of photos and stuff like that, maybe make a few videos, and I'll update the chat about it. Should be a little bit fun. Everything goes right. Worst case scenario I can imagine. Something finicky happens with the TSA or border stuff when I'm trying to get into the country, like when I'm going through the pre-clearance, and then they say no, and then my whole trip's canceled. And I'm like, okay, what do I do now? If it does, and I get the full refund of everything, like my hotel, my flight, that's at least $1,200 back in my pocket, and I can do whatever I want with that then. More than likely, I'll put that back into, or I'll put that into component stuff. If I haven't bought anything by then. Or maybe I'll do it, or hell, maybe I'll do my own personal trip to somewhere else. You know? Do like a smaller trip. See, I'd like to explore Europe, but I don't... My biggest killer is, like, single travel. If I had the money, I'd do it. But I need to be smart with my money. I am not liquid enough to be able to splurge on a hotel by myself. Like, even when I had to do it for one night in San Diego for, like, my last day there, because I had to stay 8 days instead of 7 because, didn't make sense to travel for nearly, 12 and a half hours to That's nearly half a day gone. Especially since we slept for the... I took a nap once I got there. Because everyone else was tired. So I said, alright, fine, I'll sleep. But then they give me shit for being asleep. I was like, hey, y'all were the ones that want to sleep. I was ready to eat something. Because I don't like eating flying over to it. Flying back, I'm fine. Because there is places in Europe I would like to visit. Germany, I've mentioned before, Germany is one. I'd like to go to France again, but instead of like Paris, I'd like to go to the like Normandy or something like that, or around where the Somme is. Just for like the historical aspects of it. I'd like to visit. See, Belfast is someplace I should visit at some point, but I generally don't know where to begin with that. Like, do I stay out like a couple days in a hotel? But then there comes the question, how much is the what's it called? How much are hotels there? Also, or alternatively, maybe I contact my like, I have some family that live over in England. Like, I think I have an uncle and a cousin that lives there. I could visit them for a while, because I said I'd visit them at some stage, but then I was planning on so, ironically, I was supposed to visit them during 2020. I was like, you know what? 2020 is when I'm gonna go travel. I'm gonna go visit. I'm gonna go to like Europe. I'm gonna go do all this stuff and have fun. And then COVID happened, and I did none of that. So I'd like to visit. Maybe maybe I'll go visit my like uncle and stuff in like England and say hello. But I'd have to like contact them first to ask when and if it's okay. Cause I don't want to just drop in unannounced. Must be nice to get to see my cousin again. I haven't seen them in like, God, what, 9 years? What is on this? Okay, it's kind of, I wish, one thing I hope for the sequel of Power Wash is like change the color so say like a roof is orange. Like, I feel like that'd be a nice change, unless that is an option right now. Is that a setting? Okay, wait, there is an option. All right, let's make this pink. Oh yeah, that makes it so much easier. Never mind, Power Wash Sim 2. All right, where's the dirt on this roof? This roof. there, okay, is there another? Actually, I should not make it white. It looks like cum. Or I don't know what to tell my client, but someone's been jaking off on their roof. Someone's been Vincent it. Wow, I'm Vincent it. Oh, I'm invincible. Do 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 do. I think pink might be the best for like contrasting it. But yeah, no. Oh yeah, I was saying place I should visit. England is one. Like, the family in England is one. I haven't been to London in a few years. Where would be another one? France, like Normandy region, as I was saying. Oh, Germany is the main one. I'd like to see Poland again, honestly. Last time I went to Poland, I was sick, so I didn't get to enjoy it too much. So it'd be nice to go back in decent health. Italy is another country I'd be kind of... I know Italy would probably kill me with, like, humidity and stuff like that, because I know Italy gets really hot. But Italy would be a nice one to visit, too. Oh man. Alright, let's get more of this done here. I would like to see Sweden once. I've been to Finland one time, but I was like 9 or 10. And I also like sprained my ankle when I was there. Well, going over there, I had a sprained ankle. Fortunately enough, it was December of like Finland, so it was like minus 30 or 40 out. So it actually did wonders for my leg. I wouldn't mind. Poor me. Like, I think poor Kid Me is like, oh wow, that was a really annoying. Like, Kid Me was bored out of his mind on that 4-hour flight to Finland. It's like, oh man, that was terrible. That was like really the longest flight I've ever been on. Kid Me the next year when I eventually had to go to, when I eventually went to New York, and it was a 7-hour flight. If only Kid Me knew what I had to deal with when I was first flying to Vegas. Jesus Christ. Poor kid would have had a heart attack. If he knew I had to go nearly 16 hours of fucking travel time by myself. I almost had a heart attack during that whole thing. I almost had a panic attack. Because of the whole, like, first time flying to the US, on top of, like, lack of sleep, on top of my phone service not working as soon as I landing, meaning I am dead in the water in a country that I have no way of contacting anyone from. Genuinely panicking. At least now, if I'm in New York and my shit's fucked, I can just call Virus because I have Virus's phone number. Like last year when I called him to explain to him in detail what happened at San Diego Zoo. Also, it's very sad about the Pope, but it might have been my fault. See, me, Virus, and Magnet were talking about the Pope on Saturday. And, Magnet was like, I think Virus and Magnet was like, isn't he dead or something? I was like, no, he's still alive. He's like 80 or something. So, my bad, guys. Whoopsie daisy. Sorry about that. My luck thought it'd be so funny to, do it again. It's too scary. It's cool, Jay's not taking the flack. I thought JD Vance was. This is like how Squishy's the reason. Squishy was... So Squishy bought... Squishy... Yeah, no... Squishy bought got like a Gargora like plush thing when he was at like a crane game convention thing when he's in... I think he said to me he was in California or something like that. And he got one of her. I'm like, you fool. You got that of her, now she's graduating. He also got a Picora one. So if Picora graduates soon, I'm blaming him. Hideo Kojima will need to be on watch. Send the police to his home. If she graduates, it's over. He's canceling Death Stranding 3. Kojima needs to be watched if Picora graduates. Oh yeah, I edited one of the clips from the stream, the Miku stream. I added in music because I thought it was fitting. Basically, I just added in the fucking Drive music. When fucking Ryan Gosling just appears aura farming in the door. I'm giving you a night call to tell you how I feel about love. I'm gonna drive you through the night as it feels. There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. There's something about you, boy, but you're still the same. I'm giving you a night call to tell you how I feel. I actually watched Drive for the first time when I was flying back from San Diego. Fucking crazy movie. It's still funny. The guy who made that movie is the guy he's Hartman in fucking Death Stranding. and that he's also the person that gave Mads Mikkelsen his start in like basically kickstarted Mads Mikkelsen's career. Hartman be like, yeah, I drive. Bring your own. We need Ryan Gosling in Death Stranding 3. I wonder what they'll do with Ryan Gosling in a Star Wars movie. It'd be awesome if they made him like a Dash Rendar type character. I think he could kill with something like that. Rather than just make him just drive. Keep the meme going. Now I'm just thinking of that conversation where like, wasn't Baby Driver and Drive kind of a similar movie? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, I did. Now that I think about it, I think I watched Baby Driver as well, flying over to San Diego. It was either that one. Okay, I'm thinking. Yeah, no. It was either I watched Baby Driver flying over to San Diego, or I either watched Baby Driver flying over to Vegas. But I definitely watched within the last 2 years both of those movies. And while I liked some of Baby Driver, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was amazing. Like, it was neat, but I didn't think it was like... I heard rave reviews about it for years. So I went in and was like, okay, let's see what it's like. And it was good. I didn't think it was amazing. Like, I like... what's his name? What's the... I like Edgar Wright's other movies. I don't think it was better than Hot Fuzz or like Shaun of the Dead. You know, there's an actor I'm curious about. So what's the verdict most people have with the guy with John Bernthal? You know, the guy who plays I think he was Shane in The Walking Dead, and I think he's the Punisher in the MCU. So like, what's his like shtick? Like, is he one of those actors that seems like he's kind of an asshole outside of thing, but he's actually like a nice guy, or is he one of those actors who's just an asshole? Like, is he a chill dude? Also, a movie got put back into my head recently that has been, like, that I have not thought about for years. Mostly because the song Rule the World by Take That got back into my head recently. And it's the movie Stardust. And it's really funny thinking... Yeah, Stardust, yeah. And I was thinking, it's kind of funny because the guy who plays fucking Daredevil's in it. Like, the Netflix Daredevil guy is in it. Charlie Cox. Also, I'm looking at the fucking cast for this. They got quite a few big names in this. Fucking David Williams, man. Like, they had, like, Henry Cavill, Charlie Cox, Robert De Niro, Mark Strong, Ian McKellen, Ricky Gervais. They had, like, a ton of people in this. Yeah, you know, I say that, but I don't think I've ever actually watched the movie. I think my only ever exposure to it was the music video for the Take That song. Which, if I remember correctly, was... They, like, made it for... I don't remember why they made that song. Pew, pew. I know they made it for their, like, return tour type thing. You know, I think I'll probably do another Miku stream at some point. I actually thought that stream was a lot of fun. I'm thinking, though, if I do it again, I have to do at least 2 streams that involve, like, no facial hair. Because So I'm thinking, if I ever get that Anakin Skywalker cosplay going, then we'll do that. We'll do that stream, then a Miku stream the day after or whatever. You know what I mean? Gotta min-max. You gotta take advantage of the time scale. And if I can try and find a source or like a spot for it, I'd love to do the Alan Wake cosplay. I feel like that might cost me a bit of money to set up because of if I have to tailor fit a suit or something. Or custom order a suit to get in the details that right. From what I gathered, you grew up kind of nice and sheltered. You're made of pure, so mama gave me a magic clicker. But yes, I'm fair and fair to say. Come on in and listen. Lost words you've been missing. I will say we'll probably play Alan Wake at some point because I don't think I'm gonna bother with the cosplay for that one because I feel like it'd just be too much work. I'll save all more of that attention for the sequel one. I am gonna be uploading, considering the change to highlights, I will be uploading all my VODs to YouTube going forward. Whether they'll all be in a playlist, that's a different story. Worst case scenario, I just start putting it together like just a Twitch VODs thing where it's just every single VOD. I'm missing my Among Us. I still can't believe we got an Among Us Yakuza collab. What's not clean on this? Parkour, parkour, parkour. Oh yeah, Marvel Rivals is kind of teased that Ultron's gonna be a support character, which is kind of really funny. My favorite support, the robot that is insanity and has an Oedipus complex. Or well, I guess not really an Oedipus complex if it's just a copied mind of Hank Pym. By that I mean it wants to bang. Ultron wants to bang fucking what's her name? Wasp. Or it just means probably he's just obsessed with her, honestly. There we go. Yeah, it's a shame I have like the Steam overlay disabled because I couldn't take some screenshots when we were playing Half-Life 2. It would have been really funny to have some. Which window frame isn't clean? Where's the ladder? Get the ladder. And let's finish this thing off. Perish. Have any metal? Oh yeah, so Yakuza, the director's cut for the Switch is out on the 5th of June, which is I think the same day as the launch date of the Switch 2. Oh yeah, there's the Among Us on the side. Oh, it doesn't keep in the fucking thing. That's kind of funny. Okay, clean the SUV. I can do that. Let's get the hard to reach details out first. There we go. This is a bulky this feels like a squished SUV. I don't know why. It's just kind of feels like someone like compressed it from the side. Also, this is a very light coating of mud. This is fresh mud. So that means they were in mud and just immediately brought it over here. Also, it's still funny that like most of my ads that I personally get on Twitch is just like either like an ad for joining the Irish Army, which I am not doing. It's like, bro, we're barely an army. I'm not joining that stuff. Or joining the Navy was like, bro, it's even worse. I'll join the Irish Army if they get tanks. Because I will sign up to be a tanker. Either a loader, gunner, whichever. 100%. I'm down. Let me... if we buy some Leopard 2s, ooh boy. Oh boy. Put me in. I've got this. So I was thinking, I've been listening to like a lot of 2010 music recently. So what are I know like will.i.am and like Fergie went off to their own thing. What happened to the other members of the Black Eyed Peas? Like, do they still do music? Do they still do other stuff, or did they just fade off? Because I kind of wish they came back, because they were kind of a fun group. It's like, I'm pretty sure My Chemical Romance has come back before the Black Eyed Peas have. I'm just thinking that's one song called "Don't Stop the Party," and it's just like, I guess they did. They eventually stopped the party. Don't stop the party. So I messaged Squishy earlier about what I was saying to you guys about the Pope thing. And he hasn't responded, but it'd be really funny if he did, because I'm still laughing at that clip of him. Of him him watching my stream. Is like, is that Ryan Gosling? Just screaming. Fucking killed me seeing that clip. LMF. Oh, how every song leads into the other one? Oh, what was it? Champagne Showers or something leads, or Sorry for Party Rockin' leads into I'm Sexy and I Know It, that one? Not Sexy, no, sorry, lives into Party Rock Anthem, that was it. Sorry for body rocking. It's still funny that those two broke up because, what was it, the older one did some stupid shit. Oh, I can't even afford this yet. I can buy it. Can I sell? $10. What is this? I refuse to buy the... I refuse to buy the metal cleaner. Because if I do, it'll cost, like, let me see, is it cost the same amount to actually... Yeah, the metal cleaner costs as much as it is to actually clean this thing, so... That's just a waste of money. Oh yeah, I was watching the Gamers Nexus video today, where they're going over, like, interviewing a bunch of different, like, businesses and companies, like, tech stuff, on, like, how the whole, like, 145% tariff thing is affecting them. There was some really interesting insights on it from, like, you had obviously the smaller startups, like this, like, maybe like 10, 15 people. You had the ones that have like hundreds of stuff. Like, he interviewed like Heist, iBuyPower, CyberPower PCs, Corsair. Corsair was interesting from like the Megacorp one side of things. There was a guy in it called, oh, what was his name? Louis Rossman. Bro is the like most New Yorker, and like his insights on it were he was pretty cut and dry with it. It was very funny. You know what? Fuck it, we'll buy it. I hope the next thing pays out big so that I could... 350, okay. The mayor's mansion. Wait, how big is this mansion? It's also really funny. Like, he just asked as a general question for them. He's like, do you think there's any, like, benefit to this whole, the tariffs thing? And every single one of them was like, no. It was so funny. A lot of them with the thing is that say a few of them had a good insight point is like if the tariff stuff was done at a rate of like say they announced okay over the next 10 years it's going to be at this fixed rate at like say 100% or something like that for the next it's like and most of the some of the companies who was interviewed by Gamers Nexus was like if we knew at least that we'd have the certainty to like okay we can work around that but because the validity of it the volatility of the whole thing of like how it's just constantly changing and not consistent like one day something is exempt the next day it's not it went back on it like because of the uncertainty and stuff like that a lot of them just can't make a decision like some of them aren't buying new stuff or like not selling into the US because they don't know like say you pay for shipping and like you order your thing but then you get in they're like oh yeah we need like $6,000 or like an extra 60,000 or whatever to pay for tariffs and like an extra rate because there's also the rates of like say like you already have goods coming from China there's also an extra one if like say it has aluminum or steel in it so someone's go from 145% tariffs to 170% to which you get like some really like stuff like that where in some cases I think what was it Height said if with the way the tariffs are working currently they would make a like at their how they actually showed their profit margin so for every case they sell they make a $5 profit as it stands currently if they were to keep selling their cases with the current like tariff rates that were out and I think it was even lower when they got interviewed it would have been a $91 loss per case someone was like well this one of the interviews was asked do you think this will kill I think it was to cyber power do you think this will kill some businesses it's like this will kill people was like what he was saying basically but it was a 3-hour video he went around like it was him interviewing each person asking them questions and stuff like that each company there's obviously timestamp but it was very interesting and good video yeah $90 per unit yeah no it's insane unknown that's how much they're into a lot of them aren't gonna buy and the problem is that most of them made the point and the biggest misconception and a lot of people don't get with this whole tariff thing is they think oh sure like the company's gonna foot the bill no the company will take it if anything most of them will just will use it's you the like the consumer who's going to eat the tariff not the company also hello unknown how you doing like a good like or the fact that they might even not sell it to you because of how low because the problem with and here's what most of them said so when you I'm gonna pause the music for a second so you say you have a motherboard and you want to manufacture it say you manufacture that motherboard in some place and you order it okay that's cool you're making the board now where do you get the components from there could be an entire factory dedicated to just little chips or little batteries or whichever and they're all like doing all that they're specialized they're all in a place so even if you bring a factory to America you still have to do the supply chain and some of them supply chains are insane and trying to get details off them are like a closely guarded secret there was an example one of the people who had like ties to like China or Taiwan the factory that makes a lot of these stuff are like a street over or down the road from them. They're back and forth. They've got business ventures. They've got agreements. They've got talks. They're like partners for like 15 or so years. They've got a good thing going. They make a good profit. They make it do all this stuff like right. The other thing of trying to bring manufacturing of like components and stuff like that, like say like minor stuff like this, or stuff that say China produces currently, China, Vietnam, Taiwan, is that if you bring that over, the profit, the average wage for like someone working in one of those manufacturing jobs in like in the East is $4. You think someone in the West is going? You think someone in America is going to try and do that same job for $4? No, they're gonna expect like $7 or $10 or more, which is infeasible because then it's just gonna that's gonna increase profit margins. Then it's gonna even increase more stuff up in price. So that's the problem with trying to bring like tech or certain stuff over to America, because one, the supply the supply chain isn't there, like for components or other stuff like that. That's not there. Sure, you can make a case or something like that maybe in America, but like, you know, where are you gonna get the screws? Where are you gonna, like, everything has to be sourced from somewhere, like the cardboard boxes or the screws or the labels or anything stuff like that. It's a very interesting video going over different things, but most people don't get that though. It's the problem. But I hope you're doing well, Unknown. I was just talking about the Gamers Nexus like interview thing where he's talking with a ton of companies. But think about it though, $90 in the red for a case. And this is for a company. This is for Heist. Anyone who's importing is fucked. And sure, like most of the people, and I think another thing they pointed out in that thing, doing okay, spent my morning with Lucy watching the video, spent in media share, and I'm still reading over that people were straight up saying, oh, just do the manufacturing in America. I'm telling you, there's no workers for that. You're gonna tell like, I think was a Corsair said the 4 million unemployed Americans aren't going to want to work for $4 an hour. Because that's the standard rate going for a lot of those factory jobs in like the East. According to a bunch of the people who quote. And there's also the fact that most of the people in that video don't manufacture their own goods. Like most of them don't have their own stuff. They assemble themselves. Like, for instance, the computer companies, right? The computer, like CyberPower or iBuyPower, they buy their components and they ship them over. They don't, like, make them themselves. Because renting a factory and storing it. The other really interesting interview in that video, Unknown, is definitely the guy near the end who's on about who's actually the freight company guy. His input was very interesting. Like, I feel like him, Louis Rossmann, Heiss, because of them being, like, very transparent with their cost margin. Cost and profit margin. But yeah, no, there's so much... There was a lot of people trying to be economists or like making blanket statements without really knowing. Like Louis Rossmann mentions like people like, oh, you're buying stuff from China for cheap because you're trying to profit over it. It's like, no, I'm making stuff to fix your smartphones. Because the components he's buying from China is the same stuff used in the phones he's repairing, because he runs a repair shop. It's very interesting. And, like, he's not, like... He was saying, he's like, oh, I'm not, like, some, like, big rich guy type thing. Like, I pay... He's like, I'm not even the best paid employee in my company. Or the fact that he sells, like, what was it? He was selling some, like, thing. I think one of the things he sells was, like, $200. He sells, like, this heat gun thing. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why it was so interesting to see it. So that I might actually buy a height case. Because, honestly, the one thing I like about them is that the I.O. for you know, the computer stuff, like, say, the USB stuff, is at the bottom of the case. Which is great because I have a clearance issue at the top. So that's perfect for me. I might actually buy one of their cases I might buy the H60 or the whatever, the H70, depending. I was thinking the H70, but I think it's too wide for underneath my desk. If I can get something to like extend out underneath my, like, where my current PC is on, I might go for that one. But what was I going with this? I was saying so. Oh yeah, so Louis Rossmann was saying that he sells this like heat gun thing, which is used to like, you know, solder stuff or heat up chips so they're easier to remove. And he was saying that the going price for a plate, I think it was like Page or something was the name of the company, is $1,600 per unit, and that doesn't come with the nozzle. The one he sells comes with the nozzle and stuff, and it's $200. Basically, his is more of a consumer-friendly, easier to start up a business or start up a venture to do it yourself. And also the point is, if say a company does have to increase their prices and stuff like that, why do you have to basically to eat the cost of like say the tariffs and things? You're gonna have to increase the like profit margin. Like say, hey, if I go down with 60,000 in the red, I'm out of business. Then I gotta make more money. So going forward, they're gonna start charging more, and they're never is like, why would you go back for making more profit? Is the thing, and that's how the slope happens. Which is honestly kind of very insightful, because I am curious about the business side of things a lot of the time, and it was very interesting to see today. Just the different perspectives and like ideas, because we got to see like both the small like minor manufacturer. We got to see multiple perspectives in that video. We got to see an outside source with like, you know, from a tech company that's like involved that is from outside of the US, which Thermal Grizzly. We got to see like a big massive corporation with Corsair. We got to see small stuff like Rossmann's or other stuff like that. We got to see the shipping side of things for how it works. So like, say a tariff starts on the say today, say there's a tariff of like 20% on, and you bought something and it shipped out. The ship left China or something like that, and then like it takes 2 months to get here. But in that 2 months, the tariffs went up to 70%. Because you paid already for like the shipping stuff, it'll be charged at what it was when it was leaving, or at least it should be, not what it is when it gets there. Because how's that fair on you? You just ordered it in advance. You can't just retroactively tariff me before it even happened. You're not gonna just tell the person on the ship, oh, turn the ship back around, boys, I'm not paying for this. That's why a lot of people aren't buying new supply, or they're pulling stuff out because they can't afford the market. They will functionally go bankrupt within a week or two if they tried doing that. These are, and here's the thing, majority of these people are saying that this could bankrupt them or put them in the red are companies. Imagine what, you're like a small little shop who like buys stuff, to import stuff over. Like, you're a small shop in a small town. This is gonna kill you. Like, genuinely, this is gonna kill your livelihood. Like, and I think someone mentioned, it's like, oh, if like Amazon or Nvidia or Corsair or something complain about something, most people are like, I don't give a shit, you're a corporation. It's when it's like, when do they stars, though? Like, sure, the billion-dollar company will eat the loss, which is like, okay, yeah, but when do people actually start giving a shit? Is it when like the 500 employee company goes down, the 100, the 20, the like 5, the family run business? Well, this isn't really technically politics, this is more economics than anything. Thank you, Anti-Politics Cougar. Very cool. Don't worry, it's not political discussion. It's still weird that that is a thing. Like, you have to have a politics tag? Oh. I fucking saw something funny. So there's an artist called Kylary, and they they drew a fucking picture of like Freeran hanging out with Pope Francis, and obviously the Pope died. So people were replying with say, "Hey, can you draw them with this person instead?" And fucking someone said, "Can you draw them with Hassan Piker?" I was like, Jesus Christ. God. I'll talk about him if he's mentioned, but I generally would prefer to like just keep him out of my mind. He stays in his lane, I stay in mine. Shout out to the anti-apologists who are always coming in clutch when at a crucial moment. Exactly. It's like when I was playing Half-Life 2, and yeah, I'm not playing doing the Miku stream right now. So it was the moment when we were walking past like one of the civil protection, like holding a dude down, like questioning him, and it's like, oh, this is some like 1984 shit, and I had to hold myself back from saying, oh shit, it's just America. And it's like, never mind, I shouldn't say that's the Miku stream. You know, I said this as a joke the other day. If I get stopped at like, you know, if they do like a background check on me, I get like a thorough one to try and see more into me, if like with the whole like anti-Trump stuff and stuff like that, because it is getting a bit crazy. And they find the fucking Miku stream, and that stops me from being admitted to America, I will genuinely laugh. And I probably will not return to the US for several years. Them motherfuckers if they think I did that for money, I did not. I did not do that for money at all. Should I have done it for money? Probably. That's kind of why I don't do subathons. Like, see, my thing with subathons, one, I don't think I'm worth the money for the subathons. Yes, that's one aspect. How am I supposed to open this door? Well, I don't think I deserve the money for a subathon to be waste. I think it'd just be a waste. Cause like I haven't been able to update my stuff in a year, like emotes, and I still don't have like a consistent like star or anything like that. I'm not worth that money. The other thing is that a lot of the subathon stuff for like people do for subathons is usually to like incentives for chat to donate. You know what I mean? Like you say like, oh, 1,000 subs and I'll do like a maid stream, or I'll do this, or I'll play this game, or I'll do a challenge run, or I'll eat hot wings. I don't really care about that. Someone said, hey, this would be a fun stream idea. I'd say, fuck it, that sounds fun, let's do it. Like, there doesn't need to be like a sub incentive. I mean, that's how the Miku stream started. I just keep telling people it was a bet, because it's honestly easier to defend. It's easier to like say, oh, I lost a bet, than just say, I thought it was funny. Someone said I should do it during... Let me bring up the clip. Wait, where I have the clip from January. Let me see if I can find it. Bop bop. Where is it? Okay, what? Here we go. Here's. I'll just play the audio. Okay, what if I
Mm-hmm.
what if I dressed up as Jesus on Good Friday and then came back as Miku 3 days later? What if I perhaps did that?
Is that in April?
It's in April. It's in April. Friday the 18th of April. What if I came back 3 days later as Miku? And then I fucking did it. I fucking did it. Told you. We're full circle. I fucking did it. I even shaved my fucking beard because of it. Do you know how annoying it is? It's cold out. It's fucking cold out. It was windy today. I hope this grows back before fucking TwitchCon, or not TwitchCon, before New York. Because it's gonna really, I mean, to be fair, it's actually been growing a lot faster than normally did. I'm actually generally surprised I got this much stubble already. Like, if this was like a few years ago, it would not have been this, like, this much back already. But still, I did it though. You can't fault me. I'm a man of my word. Have I ever gone back on my word to do something? Anytime I've made a bet. Anytime I made a bet, did I do the stream? Oh, hey, if no one drops the gun and turns their back on it in Yakuza and dies, someone dies. If I did that, if that happens, I'll dress up in a maid outfit. Didn't happen in the game. And did I dress up in a maid outfit? Yes, I did it twice. Fuck, I should have done a maid stream soon. That would have been another stream I could have done. And I'll do it next time. I need to get the beer back, or my Akiyama cosplay will not be worth. Okay, can I open this gate or something? Or is this fucker gonna make me try and clean this thing from the outside? But be fair to me, chat. Have I ever gone back on, like, me doing a stream that was suggested, that was not feasible, or that was feasible? Have I ever gone back? You gotta give me credit. I stick to my word. Hell, I even beat the games. Oh, Dark Souls randomizer? Did it. God knows, I actually love the cosplay streams. I think I've saved every time I've done a cosplay stream at some point. Like the Yakuza ones, I've saved those streams. Like I've cosplayed as Majima from Yakuza 0, Kiryu from Kiwami 1, Kiryu from just in the games, Kiryu from Gaiden, Ichiban technically, Yagami. The whole reason I have a leather jacket in the first place is because I did a bit for Judgment. What else? The maid outfit. That's another one. Spider-Man. That's another one. Big Boss. That's another one. Miku. That's 4. That's 8. That's 9 cosplays. That's 9. Genuinely, the cosplay streams are always fun. I always have fun with them. I would love to do that more. If I could either... If I was better at, like, putting together outfits and stuff like that, or I had more money to spend, I would 100% do more cosplay streams. I actually don't think... Did I ever stream in the Akiyama thing? I know I... Wait, did I count... Did I say Gaiden Kiryu when I was going through my list of stuff? I think I did. I definitely did. Because then I mentioned Ichiban too. Yeah, no, I did. Never mind. Also, I'm just love being able to just turn on the webcam now whenever, so it just really gives me that, like, Germa vibe of just randomly turn on the camera to stare at chat. But no, I genuinely have so much fun with the dress up or cosplay streams. It's always silly. Also, that was the first time I ever wore a wig, by the way, for the Miku stream. I will say, my hair length made it awkward to put on, like, the wig net thing. Because, like, the thing for the wig is just kind of difficult because my hair is down to my shoulders. Well, the top of my shoulders. Although I need to get it trimmed a bit. So it was difficult to put on. Because my hair was, well, besides, like, the twin tails part of the wig, my hair is longer than that wig. And I'm not dyeing my hair because I've seen what happens to people. I've got cousins that dyed their hair and it's like their natural color is fucked. And I like my hair color. Do I need the fucking extension? Is this dude really going to make me, like, clean his fucking thing from the outside? How am I meant to get in? It's 500 bucks. Isn't this whole job like 300? Like, can we talk about how much of an... No wonder this mayor got, like, egged. He expects me to do his entire fucking house from the outside. He couldn't just open the gate. Had, like, security watch me. What an asshole. I'd throw an eggs at his house, too. Oh, that's not even... The 500 one's for this fucking one. It's not even for the... Fine. I'll buy the stupid extra long one. Alright, let's do this, do this, do this. Well, that's my little tangent about stuff. So, yeah, but no, with subathon stuff, yeah, sure, the money would help, but I kind of just do this, like, obviously, yeah, all the money helps in general with just general bills and other stuff like that. Most of the time, I just kind of put the money towards bills, I'm not gonna lie. Bills or other stuff like that, like food or... Like, when money was more plentiful about a couple years ago and I started out, yeah, I put it more towards the stream. I mean, actually, no, that's not true. I did put some of the money I've earned towards the stream. The webcam was part of the purchase, and that was for the stream. Oh, this is gonna drive me insane. Whew. No, I'm definitely not worth subs for a subathon though. There's definitely probably better creators out there for that. Like I don't upload to YouTube. Like I don't upload like constant highlights or VOD stuff or something because I just don't have the time. Like I don't have the time to sit through like, you know, sit through like a 4 or 5 hour VOD, get all the cool stuff, then edit it. Because a lot of the stuff like I see with some people that make like either TikToks or stuff like them, they'll get like stuff, they'll like hyper edit it or something like that, like kind of, I guess, over edit it and stuff like that in some places. Or well, it's not really over editing, it's just I'm not a fan, I don't like the style, I guess. You know the style, it's like very bouncy, very like kind of a bit over the top with just text stuff. Like it's not, see, when it comes to text, I like text that's like tracking text more than I like bouncy like quick jumps. I also kind of have like a semi high regard for like I have my style of editing. Like how I like to, like what I find funny or something like that is generally like what I want to put in the video. Like like if I don't laugh or I don't find a joke have like a decent punchline in a video, if it's just one, yeah, or like I generally will cut it. Like some stuff I see in videos, I'm like, if that was mine, I'd probably cut it, but it's like not my video, so it's not, you know what I mean, right? And do I think my older content's bad? Yeah. My older content's definitely like a lot is pretty bad, but you'd be kind of everyone who does stuff thinks their old stuff sucks. Is there some genuine, honestly in some cases I think some of my older stuff is better than my stuff I made later. Like I kind of think I was funnier back then. Which is kind of a shame, because if honestly if I was you know, able to say I'm competent or confident with my editing stuff, it'd be great. Being like someone who's like an artist can say, oh yeah, here's me after like 5 years or 10 years at my craft. Makes me wonder if I should have just never picked up editing in the first place and just worked on trying to learn art instead. Instead of having the benefit of like, oh hey, here's a funny thing I want to draw. Makes me wonder if I could do it again, would I not choose to do editing? Then again, if I never did editing, would I have met any of you guys? Because I'm pretty sure one of the main reasons I hit it off so well with like, so how I describe the how I describe, like, I guess the landslide of things or the chain of events that happened is I joined Nyanner's Discord. I was chilling there for a bit. I made dumb edits of Nyanners and stuff like that for memes. Lavi came along. He saw some of my stuff, thought it was pretty funny. We hit it off because of that. We chatted a bit, we talked. He introduced me to Kitty, who introduced me to EO, and so forth. And then, like, everything that's happened since then. So, good chance I would not be here. I would not even be streaming. I wouldn't be doing anything if I never got into editing. Like, video editing. Image editing was different. Like, I would have had a different friend group, but, like, I definitely wouldn't have had, like, my video stuff. I don't know. It's something I just think about sometimes. It's not like I'm a YouTuber, like, or big content creator. And I think I mentioned before why I never got, like, sure, it demotivated at times, like, seeing, like, low view counts, is that most of the time it's videos with friends in them. And I usually, like, make them as, like, a compilation of dumb stuff me and them did as for funnies with friends. So it's like, my friends like it, that's all I really care about. War Thunder one was a bit weird that they actually did some well in views. Because I mostly made them for, like, my friends, like, my friend Cloud or Confessor or Gray. Or Lone, since they were in them. So why does Power Wash always make me just yap on about stuff like this? Trauma Dump Simulator. Okay, how am I meant to get those? I should charge this dude an extra $800 just for making me have to buy that extra tool. I'm gonna egg his house and I leave. Fuck this guy. Wall pillars. What stairs ornament? Whew. Oh, hey, it's almost been 2 hours. I do hope EO's doing well, though. I haven't really been keeping up with his stuff. There's a step ladder I can hit. 'Cause I know Kitty's been busy with just work stuff and just things in general, so just haven't been as around. I don't know, I kind of feel... I've been getting a lot more tired, I would say. So outside of like say streaming or something like that, I'll either be like maybe playing something if someone asks, or I'll just lie down. Like I know it, I guess one thing is kind of thing is, I don't know what to do this year for like the 4-year anniversary, because that's a big milestone. We've been doing this for 4 years, but generally don't know what we should even try for it. But you know, the whole getting tired thing is just one thing. Say I find like a newer job with like a different work schedule, the whole streaming thing might even just get reduced entirely. If it does. Like I may be even more tired getting home. But no point in like worrying on ifs. That's all they are, it's just ifs. Should focus more on the what is or what's current. And I still do have plans to try and do that new PC at some point. Just trying to figure out when's a good time to try anything with it though. Well, I guess actually a good reason why I didn't jump on or try to do anything yet is mostly because the demand, or the supply and demand, I guess. There we go. I wonder how people's playthroughs of Oblivion are going. Wonder if Mannimarco is still not a threat in Oblivion. He was so hyped up only to be like so weak. He could not handle my stand, Hot and Cold by Katy Perry. Treehouse, huh? Hey Jake, how's it going? How goes the week? I remember you mentioned last Friday something about a new car. So what's the story with that now? Anything new with it? Okay, drove first time. How'd that go then? How's it feel being a car owner? That tends to happen, to be honest. I'm assuming she was in the passenger seat or something like that. Was she backseat driving you? Gotcha. So she was backseat driving you. Or she was being a backseat driver. You know what you should do as a joke at some point? Not right away, but at some point you should just like, hey, your car, your rules. Or like what was it like the thing parents used to say? Yeah, no, if it happens frequently, definitely make that joke. You know, one of those turn things around type thing. But it is funny that it happened though. Or you do that with the radio. It's like, oh good, okay, good then. You get your own car, you can change the radio. Also, there might be an ad starting soon in a second. So I'll avoid. There's the ads. Well, that's good. At least you have your phone that. At least that's nice to have. Car being a Bluetooth speaker is never a bad thing. Oh, nice. What are you thinking of modding the engine or something like that? The wheels? Air intake and exhaust. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Car looks wise is good, just need lowering a little bit. But just needs a you can always go. You have a power washer? That'd be a neat thing to have. They are kind of fun to use, I'm not gonna lie. It's not just because I'm playing the game. Oh, hell yeah, there you go. Make a day out of it. Just go to town on it with the power wash and the cleaning kit. That'd be nice. I'm not much big on cleaning well, I'll clean, but I'm not much of an enjoyer. Although I do enjoy doing the dishes, but power washing makes it kind of fun. How much was it to get that new power wash? $5 grand. Oh. That doesn't sound good. I'll finish the base of the thing first, then come back down. Oh. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense now. Yeah, no, kind of, okay, that's deserved then, I guess. It's funny, though. Still can't get over the price. I still can't believe Todd Howard tariffed gamers from outside of America. Charging €55 for the Oblivion remaster. I mean, yeah, no, I mean, it's your car. Like that's definitely, it's like, it's not like she can stop you from modding your car. She can say whether something might be worth for money wise, but it's your money, it's your car. You are a free agent in that regard. It'd be the same thing if you're a homeowner. What's the... Oh, tinting your windows. What's the, what's it called? The legal stuff for tinting windows, though, in the UK? Like, is there any restrictions on it, or what? Let's see. Front windscreen must be at least 75% light through, and the front side windows must let at least 70% light through. Okay. So there is a law for it. I'm seeing briefly. So it's saying it needs to be at least 75%. So the back windows can be, I think, besides the rear view. Okay, vehicles before. So it has to be at least 70 on the front windows and the windshield. Back window can be anything. So the rear view mirror, like the very back windows or something. The back passenger windows, the front and the yeah, that's what I was meant to say. The back windshield can be whatever. I was just doing a quick check. I'm not wondering what caused. I'm wondering what was the reason for window legislation in the first place. Okay, it's for lack of visibility. That's why they were enforced at nighttime. Yeah, that makes sense. My name's the FNAF. Still kind of weird they released the FNAF movie near like December. Definitely would have benefited more from like a Halloween time. You know, I could take that 1200 if I do get refunded for like if I don't go to the US. Could put it towards a Japan trip. That could be fun. Then that'd be even worse trying to go to Japan by myself. I don't even know Japanese. Clean the drill. This dude, he's got this weird stuff. How much does window tinting cost though, Jake? Just as a matter of interest. What's the stain on this? Must be very small. It's I want to have some new speakers in it too, because the back ones are kind of blown. Because previous owners didn't realize the audio volume works off your phone too, so he blasts music. Ah, that would do it. I think it can be 20 or 200 level of tint. Okay. What have I been going for? 2 hours, 20 minutes. Alright. Ooh, pink. Ooh. That's not too, honestly, 50 to 70 isn't too bad for, that's easily like something you could save up for or put away for, you know? I'm assuming you're gonna do the tinting last then after you, I'm assuming you're gonna go for the big upgrades first, like the rear intake and the exhaust. And then like get the cheaper stuff later on. Yeah, no, that's understandable. Because the cheaper ones you can get, it's like you see it's like a game that goes on sale. It's like it's on sale for $4.99 right now, but the game's normal price is like €20. And it's like you can buy that at any time. It's not really as much for pressure compared to like say a game is like €80 and it's on sale for 20. 300. Oof. That's pretty steep. You know what? I'm glad this game doesn't have like viscera cleanup details like tracking mud or blood or anything. Okay. So what, you're looking at roughly 550, 570 pounds for the whole lot, basically? Or is there an extra cost that I'm missing here? At least that you can, at least it's a goal to work towards, I guess. Ah, so like an extra 40, 50 bucks or pounds on shipping. Gotcha. Oh wait, I know what I'm doing wrong. Well, I have to go because I know how to do it myself. That's good. Well, if you, yeah, that does take out the middleman of paying someone else to do it. Because I imagine it's probably even more expensive if you were installing yourself. So how does the tinting process go? Do you pay? I'm assuming you're paying someone else to do that, right? Now then, I was working on this. I was doing myself and you have to help because it just seems like a big sticker basically. Ah, okay. So it's just kind of similar to how like if you got like so it's like putting a layer over the glass, so it's like putting on a screen protector on like a phone or something like that. Or I guess more like putting on one of those UV protectors, you know, like the thing some people put in, there's sometimes in buses or something like that that like reduces the sun strain. Okay. I was kind of curious how those worked, but that makes a lot more sense. Time is it? Almost 11. Might call it soon. It was gonna do a short stream. I'll finish up one or two more horses, then I'll call it. And then what I'll do is I'll go make some garlic bread or something like that and just relax for the rest of the night. Because I still need to use up the remaining of the garlic bread. We're doing the shopping tomorrow. So might as well use it to clear up space in the fridge. Never hurts to use up the remaining food. Could have wings tomorrow, actually. You just clean the glass wet, then. Oh, okay. That's. Oh, so it's kind of like an adhesive thing. Gotcha. Kind of reminds me a bit of, a bit like with model kits. Water decals, where you basically dip it in water and then you place it and wait for it to dry. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Seeing these horses, I'm just thinking of the Twitter horse race test thing again. Which is still such a silly concept of people doing so much fan art or animations and stuff like that for like little blobs that are called horses. How long do you think it will probably take you to, I don't know, to get stuff together, do you think, for it? Or how long would you think the process would take? Not the tinting, more just the rest of the whole. Like getting the stuff to actually put together, I guess. Assuming most of the parts you can source locally are from an auto shop. Down there. And this year, hopefully. Well, that's good. I hoping it does. Hey, who knows? Maybe the price might go down a bit because I don't know. America's charging on automotive parts. I wish you the best of luck though with that, the whole apprenticeship thing. I hope you get it. And finish level. Well, then I'll be trying to get some from then. Here's hoping, man. I'm wishing you the best of luck. You said the end of May? Okay. I know a friend of mine is trying to start a course thing himself. I think in May or June. There we go. I just have the one horse left. Also, I will say this, I think today and tomorrow's stream are just a stopgap stream. So I don't start another game before I start Near Replicant, which, if I'm being honest, I probably should install that right now. Oh my god, it's only 24 gig. Oh my god, I love you. Holy shit. I miss when games were this small. Ah, between that and Prey, that's fantastic. I love games that are under 30 gigs. Unless they're a single player game, guaranteed never getting deleted off my my fucking hard drive. That goes for you too, Chivalry 2. I miss when 4K texture packs were optional. Stuff I'm getting are nice, easy installs, hopefully, so when I get them, to wait. Plus, there's also, while you're killing time waiting for it to all happen as well, you can always just refresh yourself and just walk yourself through it to see what you need to do as well. Like, you know, watch videos or, like, read a manual or something about it. Does this need to be... No, this is... I don't even need to start this thing up. It's getting me a couple normal driving lessons though, so I can learn road usage better. Cause so you've done your tests already, obviously. It's just more just getting you some practice on actual road type thing. That I understand. It can be pretty daunting getting on the main road, especially with, like, you know, speed limits, other stuff like that, weird junctions. Americans, how to kill an American, show them a roundabout. That comes with that. Now I'm a learner first car. Gotcha. Yeah, I know what your mom says about, like, what your mom says about the stuff. That stuff will also just come in time. It's one of those things that's just practice. You'll get more and more used to it the more you do it. Yeah, don't worry too much about it. Just don't become a BMW driver. See, there you go. Alright, let me just wrap this thing out, close out the game. Oh, this instantly starts installing near the... No, because I paused it. It was already in the game. Alright, let me switch over to this screen. And we'll wrap things up for the day. Decent enough schedule. Let's see. Right now, I was having kangarooed the car.
Friends are fighting.
That is true. It's always good you haven't... That hasn't happened yet. Never worry about that thing. But yeah, we'll just call it here. I will probably check. I will probably have stalled, but that's because I forgot it was in gear because I was talking to him about brake sensitivity. I had distracted, that's understandable. I think for today we will raid G. He is playing some funny Oblivion, or at least he's just starting to play some Oblivion. So we will go but yeah. You have a good rest of your night too, Jake. Good luck with your rest of your with the rest of the stuff for yourself. With the classes, the driving, and stuff like that. And I wish you the best of luck. I'll catch you later. I'm gonna start up a raid. We're gonna raid G, and I'll see y'all later. Adios for now. Have a good rest of your week, though, by the way, and enjoy your weekend. If I don't stream tomorrow, which I might not, considering I might be streaming Saturday, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. Adios, everyone. Take care.